All right, what's up, people? I'm back. Um, sorry about the last live stream. We got cut off early because the brother Ali was having connection issues. He just hit me up, so we'll probably hop back on after this. But I just wanted to take time out and discuss what's going on in Libya right now as far as slave trade and how people, and I'll be more specific. Um, I've been following a lot of African social media. Okay, um, and what's been going on? They've been bringing attention to what's going on in Libya as far as slave trade, as far as Nigerian, primarily Western African immigrants who are being sold as slaves right now, as we speak, on an auction block in the open for as much as $400. But this is the bullshit. Okay. Now, let's take Donald Trump. Let's use him as an example. Whenever Donald Trump, like for example, today or yesterday, Donald Trump ended, I guess, the asylum for Haitian refugees because of what happened with the earthquake. So now you have about 60,000 Haitian refugees that are going to be deported back to Haiti. All right. And of course, a lot of people are blaming Donald Trump, which, I mean, he's the one that, for the most part, ended it. But the issue I have with this Libyan slave trade and the way it's being covered, especially by so-called African media, because if you really look at African media, um, they want to be Ebony Magazine so bad. They want to be liberal Ebony Magazine so bad. I follow publications like OK Africa. I follow publications like there's another one, but there's a couple. But they want to be Ebony Magazine so bad. But what they fail to realize is that Ebony Magazine has failed miserably. So what's going on as far as the slave trade situation, and what's really pissing me off, is because they refuse to implicate Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. Now, you'll implicate Donald Trump on some shit real fast. But all the bullshit that Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton are directly responsible for, you guys don't want to implicate them. So, you'll post the memes like, oh my God, it's 2017 and Africans are being traded as slaves in Libya. And oh, wow, why is this happening? And I can't believe this is happening. I can tell you why it's happening. It's easy. And they're being intellectually dishonest because they know why these Africans and how they're being, and they know how all this came about. Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton decided to remove Gaddafi. Okay? Now, Libya is an absolute shithole. All right? These Arabs, who are, for the most part, kidnapping these African migrants, okay, who are looking for safe passage to Europe, okay, are the same moderate rebels that Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama armed to go after Gaddafi. Okay, now they're having a field day by selling the Bantu, because to them we're Bantu slaves, the Bantu, and putting them on an auction block for $400. But see, this is the issue I have. You guys act like you're so concerned and so upset, and I'm looking at all these African publications on Instagram and Facebook. Oh, the slaves, the Libyans. I can't believe Africans are still being traded. I mean, oh my, it's 2017 and slavery's still going on and all this other stuff. I can't believe. But you refuse to implicate Barack Obama. Why? Because you guys supported Barack Obama. And every fucked up thing that Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton did, you guys give them a pass. Let me give you the excuses that people give Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, and we'll use the situation that's going on in Libya as an example. When you bring it up, these are the excuses that are used, but they won't use these same excuses for Donald Trump. Well, you know, Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama really didn't have any power. I mean, the global elites, the Illuminati had the power. So you can't blame Barack Obama for that. Well, you know, there was already slavery going on up there, and the slave trade was already going on. What's another stupid excuse they use? Well, here's my favorite. Now, you were concerned about the girls that were kidnapped in Nigeria. You were concerned about the when the Muslim ban, the flight ban, you were concerned about that. But all of a sudden, when we bring up the slave trade in Libya, implicate Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, here's your excuse. Well, we have more important issues, and there are a lot of problems going on here in America. So, you know, are going on here. So, you know, it's, you know, we can't really worry about that. So I've been hearing these are the excuses I hear, but you won't use those same excuses for Donald Trump. I was listening to Breakfast Club this morning. I happened to have it on, and a caller called in and asked Charlamagne a question. The question was, Charlamagne, why doesn't Black Lives Matter? Why aren't you, I guess, protesting or bringing awareness to what's going on to the Black slaves, African slaves, or the slave trade that's currently going on in Libya? And Charlamagne responded, "What are you doing?" And then started talking shit to the guy. And I'm going to tell you why they're not doing anything. Because they supported Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. Freaking Hillary Clinton came on the Breakfast Club talking about how she keeps hot sauce in her bag, and how, I guess we should say Death Row Records is her favorite label. You know, all these media personalities like Charlamagne supported Hillary Clinton and wanted Hillary Clinton to win. They supported Barack Obama. So of course they're not going to talk about Libya, because Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton are directly responsible for that shit that's going on. And these so-called African, OK Africa, and all these so-called media, you know, these African media outlets, I'll call them New Age African media outlets, they're on. And the thing is, a lot of them aren't based in Africa. They're either in the UK or they're in America for the most part. And you could tell, because they're nothing more than want to be carbon copy. They want to be exactly like Ebony Magazine. If you just read what they post, which I do, they're trying to follow the blueprint of Black, I would say, liberal democratic media, like Black writers on Huffington Post, you know, Ebony Magazine. That's the blueprint they're trying to follow, which is failed. It's failing. So when you have these institutions who supported Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, of course, they're going to act like they're upset about what's going on in Libya, but they refuse to call out the reason why this shit is going on. And again, the reason why it's going on is because when Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton removed Gaddafi from office and murdered him, you know, you have video of Hillary Clinton laughing and cheering, doing this shit, and so excited that, yes. In fact, they were more excited about removing Gaddafi than they were Osama bin Laden. Don't believe me? Check out the video. Check out the reaction of Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, when they removed, when Osama bin Laden was assassinated versus when Gaddafi was murdered. Look at the video. Okay, and now Libya is an absolute cesspool. The Arabs that are conducting the slave trade, or that are running right now the kidnapping of these African migrants, Bantu migrants, okay, who are putting them up on the auction block for $400 are the same moderate rebels that Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton armed. That's what's going on. And like I said, these media outlets and publications, these so-called Black African media outlets and publications, they know that, but they refuse to bring that up. So they're gonna play fact, fake, outrage, or they're gonna play, well, that's not our problem. But again, when the girls in Nigeria were kidnapped, everybody was saying, bring back our girls. When Trump banned the Muslims or put them on a no-fly list or whatever it was, everybody was upset, showing up to the airport and protesting. But for some reason, with the slave trade, with these African migrants being traded as slaves for $400, all of a sudden it's nobody's problem. Or if it is, or if they want to bring awareness to it, they'll use some meme, some cheesy meme, okay? But they refuse to get to the root of it. They refuse because they all supported Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. That's why. That's why. We came, we saw, he died. That's what Clinton said. That's exactly what she said. I'm telling you, they were more excited about the death of Gaddafi than they were Osama bin Laden. Don't believe me, look at the video. Yeah, I did talk about this a month ago, but and that's another thing. I'm surprised people are just talking about this. This has been going on now for almost a year. And I did a video on this months ago. But people kept bringing it up, and I'm like, well, this is what's really going on. And then again, I follow a lot of these African media platforms, and they seem so upset, like, oh, I can't believe, what's going on to these African migrants and they're being traded as slaves. Well, whose fault is it? Because if Gaddafi was still in power, it wouldn't be going on. Look at Libya. It's an absolute cesspool. Look at it. But again, you guys refuse to implicate Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton when they're directly responsible. In fact, there's video, don't believe me, look it up, these so-called these so-called moderate rebels that Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton armed, of them having pool parties. So they're having fucking pool parties, they're trading African slaves, and you guys are gonna play stupid and turn a blind eye to it and act like it's not going on. So that's what's going on. And right, the AU's not saying anything because they're so scared. But from my understanding, this is what the AU is trying to leverage. This is the excuse the AU is trying to leverage on why they didn't get involved in the murder of Gaddafi. So, and I got to do another video on this. So the reason why there was no coup in Zimbabwe is because if you are a democratically elected official or leader in Africa, coups are illegal. So basically, when those tanks came, rolling through Harare, if I didn't pronounce it right, I'm sorry, the capital of Zimbabwe, and they were saying this is a coup. The question was, are you sure this is a coup? Because what happened is when the military, the general of the military, I forgot his name, that wanted to remove Mugabe. What happened when they asked him if this was a coup, he backed down because coups are illegal because Mugabe was democratically elected. So, but when at first they were saying it was a coup, you had the Angola military, you had the South African military, you had the Zambia military ready to go in and remove the military general and protect Mugabe because it's illegal. That's why I went from coup to them impeaching him. You notice that because it's illegal. So what they're saying with Gaddafi is, since he wasn't democratically elected, he was considered a dictator. And so that gave America the green light to remove him. That's what that was about. But the bullshit is, you had Gaddafi, the dictator, who was investing all this money into Africa. I mean, for the most part, created the African Union. Was at one time, I believe, the chairman of the African Union. Same thing with Mugabe, I think at one time was the chairman of the African Union. But then the African Union turns their back on Gaddafi. With everything, they had no problem taking his money when he was giving it out to unite Africa. And when he created a platform to unite Africa. But then when it was time to take him out, the African Union didn't do shit. But they enjoyed his money, though, and his contribution. So, yeah, the African Union is weak. So yeah. So like I said, again, please stop reporting. Dear African media platforms and black media platforms, stop reporting on the Libyan slave trade if you're not going to tell the entire truth on how and why these slaves are being traded. Okay, Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton are directly responsible. And that's in a discussion. And if you want to debate me on that, then anytime. Because they refuse to tell the entire story. That's what's going on. These so-called African media platforms, who for the most part just want to be Black American media platforms, which pretty much don't exist because they're not even Black owned, or they're failing, aren't telling the entire truth. I mean, they're not telling the truth. They're not telling the entire story. Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton are responsible for what's going on in Libya, the catastrophe. That's all I have to say. Tech Nubian, what's going on? All right, you guys, I'm out. Peace.